Once you get on the fixed gear bike, there's no brakes, so like you and the bike are one. You don't know what's gonna happen. Somebody might be backing out, you gotta maneuver real quick, get out of the way. So to me, it was always a challenge. Day to day is a challenge for me to ride these bikes because it is dangerous and you have to know what you're doing. About 16, 17 is when I got my first fixed gear bike, and I was watching videos on YouTube and constantly every day watching what movement they were doing, you know, how they popped the wheel up, how they turned the bars, and I just kind of studied that, and started mimicking it and just practicing outside of my house every day. And you know, until I got the trick, then it was like, okay, what's next? Look up the next video, the next trick, and just kind of keep, you know, analyzing the tapes and just watching what the guys are doing with their foot movement, their hands. Competing on the bikes, it wasn't really planned. It kind of just happened. My first competition, I was very nervous and I kept seeing myself mess up because I was overthinking it. But you know, by the time I was in my second, third, fourth competition, I was very comfortable and I just did what I did best. It just be me and just do what I know what to do. It wasn't really a success for these competitions. It was more my love for riding the bike. It wasn't really about the money or anything. It was just me doing what I do and having fun at the end of the day. It made me happy. I guess our parents and our family like preparing us, you know, wipe down the bikes, clean up the chrome, do this, do that, and getting us ready for the cars once we were old enough to go ahead and really know what we're doing with them. My dad kind of just put it into my brain, like, hey, you know, I have a car here, it's gonna be yours when you turn 18, just make sure that you take care of it, wipe it down, make sure it's always clean, and that's kind of always been my thing is, you know, if you're gonna take the car out, make sure that it's clean. That the rims, the chrome, everything has to be A1 because I feel like the car really represents a part of you, and you know, if it's dirty, you're gonna think, oh, this guy's, you know, he might be a little lazy or dirty, but you know, you always want to be on your A game and make sure everything's up to par. Restoration to me is not just a job, it's really a lifestyle. Conversations with my dad, my uncles, it's really just about cars all the time. It's about check out this car for sale, you know, this one needs a lot of work, this, that. We always have our own opinions. My uncle's the one that really got me into like the car restoration game. He passed away a few years ago. He was the first person that really let me put my hands on my first car, which was a 57 Bel Air convertible. And to me, at the time, I thought it was nuts. You know, I did the job, I got it done. I didn't really know what I was doing. And as time went on, I really started learning and just taking everything in. My dad's always had a 59 Impalas when I was a kid, and I just always loved the cat eyes in the rear. The wings were always like just so crazy to me. The body of the car was always nuts. Yeah, that was kind of my first memory, was being around 59s my whole life. My favorite restoration project was the 59 I just finished recently. I did a whole motor rebuild, brand new interior, painted some parts on the car. It was a lot of work, but it wasn't like a full restoration, which I'm getting to. But at the moment, I'm, you know, learning along the way. Honestly, when things go right, it makes you feel really great and accomplished. But at the same time, not everything goes 100%. Parts need to get ordered, parts are on back order. You have to wait, that kind of bums you down a little bit, but once everything is going 100% your way and the car is getting done in like a timely manner, it's like the greatest feeling, for sure. So the first time I heard about Mr. Cartoon was in middle school. My friend had these vans and they had the cool clown on the front and some sick drawings on the side, and I was like, whose shoes are those? And he goes, oh, Mr. Cartoon times Vans. And I'm like, oh. So that same night I went home, looking them up, trying to find the shoes for sale, couldn't find them. And for some odd reason, I asked my dad, hey, do you know some guy named Mr. Cartoon? And he goes, I know of a cartoon, but not a Mr. Cartoon. So I showed him a photo and he goes, that's him. So we sent him an email that same day. Next day, Hunter calls us and he's like, hey, you know, come meet us in downtown LA at the shop. And it kind of just went on from there. It was just really crazy to see like the connection him and my dad had after all the years not seeing each other. It was like yesterday that they saw each other. Like all the conversations were the same. Nothing had changed. Being around Cartoon as a kid, like I really looked up to him, you know, and I still do. He's a mentor. But it's just kind of crazy how time went on. We became closer and closer, got close with his family, his sons, his daughters, his wife. It's just really a good feeling that he's there for me. And honestly, he's really helped me a lot throughout the biking stuff. And just working with him in general is always great. I'm very blessed to have him in my life, really am. So it's crazy because, you know, when Cartoon asked me to be a part of the project, it kind of took me back to when I was younger. My dad always used turtle wax. So for me to be older and now work with the actual company and work with Tunes at the same time is just honestly like the best feeling. Having the all-metal polish for my restorations is key, honestly. The rims, front bumpers, the rear bumpers, the Continental kits, the bridges, the spotlights, everything. I mean, these cars are made of a lot of chrome. To have this product is really key for these classic cars, especially because there's so much chrome all over the car. It really is key. On the 48, we used it and it was really great. Like, I was really surprised about the results. Whether you're doing a classic car, whether you're doing a motorcycle or a bicycle, as long as it has chrome metal on it, this product is gonna work. Waking up every morning, coming out to my backyard, seeing these cars that need to be worked on, I know that I have to go ahead and get the day started. And at the end of the day, it really is a big reward. It's a great feeling, especially when my kids come out and they see the car all set and done. I take them around the block real quick, we have a little cruise. That just makes me so happy, honestly. That makes me like the happiest, is seeing my kids happy. I'm very fortunate to have my family as a support system and them really see me as a kid to grow up to the man that I am today and be able to do what I'm doing.